Okay, I want to share one instance where we'd gone to Banaras and we went little bit off the road to a school, 5-6 kilometers on a kacha road, and that was another Bharat that we found. I was trying to think through that maybe 10-20 years ago it would have been the same, because honestly, all the economic that prosperity that we've seen in the country has come to big cities, it's come to smaller cities, maybe a little bit to the towns, but not to the rural India. I would call it Bharat. 400 million people. The lifestyle was such that we went from the school, we went to somebody's house and we checked on the daily living, and it was that in the morning the man takes milk from the cow, feeds his children, then he goes to sell it, the milk to the milk plant to process the milk, and honestly that's about it. And then his wife would be cooking parallelly. Wife would be building some knitting or garments or some work like that, and that has to be sent to a bigger town. This is not a change that we see on TV or media because it doesn't reach us. But this is the real Bharat that needs to move. Because they say roti kapda makan ke baad I need to move. If I want to go to work, I have to move. If I have to go to school, I have to move myself. If the school for a few villages is together, it could be 3 kilometers away, could be 10 kilometers away. In sun or rain, we have to go over there. So that's where Hero took on. We gave a few cycles. That few cycles we gave me a lot of pride, because a child started to move even in the rain. And it was very satisfying when we visit these small places. It was close to Azamgarh, I remember. The other big angle is the rural health. What happens to the role of a midwife? What happens to an unhealthy person in a village? What is the contact? So the government has got many schemes. There are mobile medical facilities and there are other outsourced facilities, but they have to connect. He can't be transported. The nurse or the doctor or the compounder, they have to move. So we did a lot of work with the government scheme. I think it's called ASHA, where we give cycles to midwives who normally would walk and do 2 or 3 every day. Contacts has gone to 4 or 5, and they go at odd times. Then there's had problems at night, so we put a light. They started to go whatever the need was, and we enjoyed it. I started to get letters from them thanking us that my child was born healthy. I got timely health advice. So these are the small things that we do, but they carry huge impact. India, we need to move this. They do not want to be a burden to the GDP. They don't want subsidies or Narega schemes to support them. They want to do. They want to use the human life that they have been blessed and got. They want to put it to use. So we, in our own limited way with Hero Cycle, we are trying to do this, but support from medical department to give ASHA workers. There are a million ASHA workers. They go on foot. How can you travel more than a few kilometers in good or what a certain weather? So if they are mobile, we will get efficiency there. If the school child, what really motivates me, and in fact I must compliment all the state governments where Andhra, Karnataka, Bihar, there's West Bengal, there's a lot of girl child education that has gone. The girl who never moved out of the house can go to the school, can come back educated. And I was with a family, they were sharing that how Shadi ke baad, when she went to the new house, how much respect she got because she had an intellect, and that made the difference. So in a limited way, we can add and make a difference in this manner.